Read that you came to Ohio State for football. You love to watch football, okay? But you're playing basketball. I mean, what's it like for you to be here today representing Ohio State and to think that you two are the leaders of the team to pick, that coach picked you guys to come here today?
It's a great honor, really. I feel like I carry myself as one of the people who should represent the team. I feel like the lifestyle we built around this team is basically what I looked up to. So when I came in my freshman year, Kyle, he showed me the ropes, and then just learning off of him and off of the older guys. So being here today is really awesome.
Kyle, you're an Ohio guy.
Yeah.
How cool is it? I mean, to look in the stands and think, man, this is the team I probably rooted for my whole life. Friends and family are close. I mean, how cool is that for you?
Yeah, it's amazing. Honestly, I think about it every time I put on that jersey, just knowing that, I'm playing for Buckeye Nation, playing for Ohio State. Always remember how I watched them growing up. So it's been exciting. It's been fun. I'm going into my 5th year, so I've built some really good relationships, had some good experiences, and I'm just blessed to be here for sure.
Thanks, you guys. I just want a big smile on the pictures. Thanks, guys. I told you I got you one back. Thank you.
EJ, I was talking to Hunter, and he said that Hunter Dickinson, and he said you guys talked and became friends at the G League Combine. Can you talk about that relationship a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't a big fan of Hunter when we first played him. He was kind of setting hard screens on our guards and whatnot. But we went to the G League Combine, and we just hung out, had a couple meals together since we were on the same team. Never expected to be on the same team as two Michigan players at one time. So. Yeah, he's a cool dude, just sitting behind him. I mean, sitting with him, just getting to know him behind the scenes and whatnot, so cool.
As when we talked to you last week, you were about to start practice. Coach Holtman said you're 6 practices in. What has it looked like so far?
Just a lot of competing, a lot of, drill work, early preseason stuff. Just getting our feet under us, getting our wind under us a little bit more. But we're excited. We're really focusing on defense. I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit, but defense has been our mindset, and that's what we want our mindset to be throughout this year, because we lacked it a little bit last year, and that's something we think for our success going into the end of this year, it'll be important.
Do you find are you guys doing more defensive drills? Is there more of a focus on defense than there was maybe at the same point last year? I guess last year was different, but still.
Yeah, I would say so. I feel like we're focusing more on the details about defense and all the little things, so they don't let anything go by. If I stand up, get out of my stance on defense, they're gonna call it out. We're gonna do the drill over again. So just little details like that.
EJ, I saw you. I think it was on Instagram when you were on the cover of one of the preseason magazines, and you said that's the first magazine cover you've been on. And Kyle, you were on another one of them. I'm not sure if you've been on one before or not. All right. So for the two of you to see something like that, to think okay, we've paid our dues, we've spent our time, now we're faces of the program. What does that mean to each of you?
It means a lot. I mean, like he said, it was his first time. He was excited about it. It was the same for me. Just kind of, it's like a thing when you're younger, growing up. It's like you see all the NBA players, stuff like that. College players being on there, and it's just a real feeling once you see yourself on there, because something you've dreamt of, just being recognized and getting to the position we are today. So I think we're both, super blessed to be on those covers. Yeah.
EJ, what was it like for you to see that?
It was really cool. It was honestly really cool just seeing my face on the magazine. I've always wanted to be on one. I hope I'm on a lot more. But I know I sent it back home to my family. I didn't keep that one. I know they would want that to put in my little scrapbook they have of me. So.
EJ, you're the first Ohio State first-team all-league player to come back in a decade. Most guys, when they get to that point, they're going somewhere else. What does it mean for you to have this chance to have a legacy, to really cement yourself as an Ohio State guy? When a lot of guys in your position don't come back.
I just love this university, and I love the program that we have, and I love the guys around the program as well. So I feel like I could come back and make more and build off what we had last year, honestly. So I feel like that was also what was best for me at the time.
EJ, how much is the feedback you got from the NBA process and the G League process and everything like that, how much is that going to change your game this year in terms of offensively and just on the court in general?
I feel like you guys will see me on the perimeter a little bit more, but I'm not a different player than I was last year. I just felt like I improved on the things that I was good at and just got better at those.
What's the number one thing that you're looking to really show like scouts and people at the next level?
Just my defensive versatility, switching on guards, guarding guards, and just having an opportunity to show I can guard everyone.
How much different is the field this year for you guys having so many seniors on the team, like 9 seniors? Is that a weird dynamic, and what's that like?
We do have a pretty old team, but it's good because everybody wants to win. I feel like they all went through their college processes, and everybody's here to win. All fifth-year guys. I think we have 2 6-year guys. Yeah, I just feel like they want to win, so this team has a lot of that.
Are guys like Jamari and transfers like that able to come in and be leaders right away because they do have years under their belt, even though they're new at Ohio State?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, guys lead with their actions, and you guys know how much Jamari Wheeler is one of the best defenders in the Big Ten in the past years. So I mean, he leads with his actions, and he really gets after it every day in practice.
How much have Zedkey and Michi improved from year 1 to year 2?
I got it. Okay. Michi Johnson's really good. I mean, he learned off of guards like last year. Dwayne and CJ just under their wings, and I feel like that extra year of experience is going to help him out. And Zedkey, as well as him, just learning the Big Ten, learning everything. Just like me, from my freshman year to my sophomore year, I made a jump, and I see both of those guys making a jump. So,
Coach Holtman said at the podium earlier that this is the toughest non-conference schedule he's had as a coach. There's a lot of marquee teams you guys are going to face. Do you look forward to that? Do you see it as a challenge? How do you guys view kind of the non-conference getting you ready for Big Ten play?
Yeah, having a non-conference schedule that's going to be tough like that is exciting because it's going to make us better. And as competitors, you want to play good teams. You want to be challenged. So for us, it's exciting. We're excited to get into that and hopefully show how much better we've got and where we can go this year.
Is there one game in particular either of you are looking forward to the most in that non-conference slate?
Not really. I just know my birthday is going to be in Las Vegas when we play Kentucky, so on that day. So looking forward to that. My birthday.
Kyle, you mentioned at Media Day, like taking some working on your leadership. I think you said you maybe were taking some courses or reading some books. Can you expand a little bit on some of that?
Yeah, I mean, when I was talking about the courses, it was more so for my sport management master's program. We have a few classes that's leadership based.
Okay.
We listen to a lot of different coaches talk and stuff like that. So I was able to get viewpoints from multiple different sports. It was on campus and other people with books like John Wooden and all that stuff. So with this year, with just leadership in general, I'm working on being more vocal. Helping younger guys out, vocal on and off the court, meaning in huddles and everything. So it's just a step I think I'll need to take to take a little bit more control. Me and EJ take more control of the team.
Is there a coach or a player or someone like you talk about hearing from some of these different voices? Any that have really rung really true with you, or any that you've really gravitated toward?
Nobody specific I would mention, but there's been a few different books. Everyone has different, like I said, everyone has different viewpoints. Everyone has different techniques. I just kind of worked on, hearing them and then finding my own way, which is what I think you need to do as a leader. So I'm trying to, incorporate that into practice. With how we're doing stuff, especially defensively. That's something like I told you we were focusing on. So just being more vocal is the main thing for me right now.
EJ, how have you seen him handle that?
I've seen Kyle talk more than I ever have, honestly. I mean, Kyle's just personality is kind of like more plain, just a little more laid back, but I see him being more vocal. Same with Justin Arns. I just see guys taking leadership and just taking bigger steps and being more vocal.
What does it mean to you guys to be here, just representing Ohio State at this event?
It means a lot, like we were talking about earlier, just to be in the position we are now. I'm a fifth year, so being here this whole time at Ohio State, you build a trust with the coaches, a trust with the guys, well, obviously has a good trust in us, so for us both to be here today is a blessing, and we're just excited to be here.
Have you guys tried to make physical changes this offseason in terms of have you put on weight, lost any weight, anything like that?
I got 4 compliments on my body today. That made me feel good about myself. But I've just been working on just my frame, really slimming down, just being able to be more mobile, and just focus on nutrition and whatnot. So get better at that.
We're going to take a question in the back.
Oh, man.
Looking forward to it.
Coach.
Chris Holt from Columbus News. Kyle, could you talk about the crazy swag and style of your head coach?
Man, yeah, I can a little bit. We've had a few different interviews today where that's gotten brought up. I think me and EJ both commented on Coach Holtman's drip. Not just on the court, but off the court. You know, we see him walking into the gym. He's always got some new kicks on, and he's always got an icy suit on. So,
EJ, talk about what you like least about your head coach.
you gotta be careful, bro.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful. He doesn't get me hip to his fashion style. I wish I had the same as him because he says he has drip. So, yeah.
We are now selling what we've done as opposed to selling the vision of what we think we can do. And that's
But Kyle, you put on any weight this offseason?
Mainly for me, just been trying to maintain, work on nutrition a little bit, just make sure I'm eating better. But kind of trying to just maintain my body, you know, stay with rehab, stuff like that, just make sure I'm staying healthy.
Yeah, and how are you doing health-wise? Because obviously the last few years of leg stuff and foot injuries and stuff.
Yeah, I've been feeling good. Leg stuff is good. You know, last year I really didn't have many problems with my legs at all. It was just, you know, the concussion at the end of the season. So, but overall, you know, I'm feeling pretty good. You know, we started preseason practice. So I think, you know, as we get through this preseason, it'll be able to tell a little bit more how our bodies are feeling. But as of right now, I'm feeling pretty good.
Who's surprised you guys the most in terms of the biggest jumps they've taken in the offseason in terms of improving their game?
We have a lot of guys on the team, to be honest. It's like 1 through 14, we all can like really hoop. So honestly, I feel as if like it's a few different guys. You could say like Eugene Brown, he's really improved on just his body. He's added some weight to his defensive skill set. And you can also say Justin Orange, he's becoming like a two-way player, actually like a 3 and D game. So I mean, we have a lot of guys who are improving on different stuff.
How's the transition been for Malachi coming in as a freshman?
Malachi's a bucket getter. Just straight like that, yeah. I mean, there's no other way to explain it. He really finds his spots well, gets to what he wants, and he's a bucket getter. So.
Everything's fast, instant. This is a great instant league. Freshmen have to learn how to play in this league. It's the best league in the country.
Kyle, you've probably already been asked this, so I'll ask it again, but just the thought process in coming back. To go through this entire grind one more time and have more concussions and I don't know what else,
Hope
but just
not, but
hope not that,
but yeah, I mean, it was a tough decision, but then again, I say it wasn't because of how much, you know, I love Ohio State and I love being around these guys and the coaching staff. It took me a while to think about it. I took some time after the season just to kind of get away from everything and let it settle in, but at the end of the day, you know, I couldn't pass up another opportunity, you know, play for Ohio State, being an Ohio guy and everything, and being close to my family. So that was what it came down to at the end of the day. You know, I'm excited to be doing it for one more year.
it's been a while since Ohio State's gone deep in the NCAA tournament. First weekend has kind of been the high water mark. Just what would it mean for both of you guys if you're able to get Ohio State Sweet 16, Elite 8, push a Final Four? What would that mean? I mean, you guys have been in the top 20 the last 2-3 years, and just what would it mean to play up to that level in March?
It would mean a lot. You know, obviously, if we were able to do that, which is our goal, you know, it just leaves our name as Buckeye. You could say our Buckeye legacy would be much more appreciated, and it's just something that we would never forget as well. We're going to create memories, you know, with each other and with the coaching staff that, you know, we'll never forget. So it would definitely be a special thing for the both of us, I believe.
EJ, you declared for the draft and decided to come back. What kind of feedback did the NBA give you in areas to improve your game to get there next year?
They just told me to raise my three-point percentage and just get better at the things I'm good at now. So I don't have to be a totally different player because that's not who I am. They don't want me to put it together like 7-move dribble combos and stuff like that because it's not the player I am. But they just told me to improve on my body, raise my three-point percentage, and show that I can play some defense all around.
Last year was a crazy year for everyone.
How hard was that decision to come back?
Dealing with no outlets.
No, I mean, not hard at all. I got time to play basketball. I mean, it's going to be there. So coming back, I love these guys. I love the program. So it wasn't like it was a hard decision, honestly. So I want to play professional basketball. I feel like I'm going to get there one day. But I'm happy with it right now.
Kyle, were you happy with his decision?
Doesn't add 5
Yeah, for sure. You know, I was talking to him a little bit through his process, trying not to be too pushy with him. But you know, after I decided I was coming back, I was wanting him to come back for sure, just because it's going to hopefully be a special year for both of us.
And obviously, you guys ended the season not the way you wanted to. Have you used that loss kind of as motivation for this offseason so far and pushing into the season upcoming?
Yeah, I think I can speak for the both of us. You know, that's not something that you just like can forget or want to forget. You know, we're obviously gonna get asked about it, stuff like that, but we also just want to take that as fuel, like you said, and get better from it. You know, learn from it. And I think I can speak for the both of us on that.
You said earlier it wasn't that hard for you to come back. If we were to go back and ask you, as a junior in high school, what Ohio State meant to you, what Ohio State means to you now, what's the difference, and how much have you just sort of being in Columbus, fallen in love with being Ohio State, and what being a basketball player at Ohio State means?
Yeah, being a part of it is totally different than like seeing the outside world. Like I just know how much like the Buckeye alumni and just everything, and everybody loves Ohio State. I saw that like in high school, but being a part of it and just seeing all the fans and all the interactions and how I make people happy. Honestly, like we was at the football tailgate, a lot of people came to take pictures with me, made me feel good about myself. So just being a part of the Buckeye Nation.
And then when I asked you that, like the smile came to your face a little, like just knowing that this year you could even add more to your legacy as what you've done in Columbus as a Ohio State basketball player. How big was not really how big of a factor. Was that something you thought of when it was how big of a factor?
I thought about my legacy before I even came to Odyssey. So it's just as soon as I committed here, I thought about just me leaving a mark and just being one of the people you always have to say when I was the biggest out.
And then when we talk about legacy, Kyle, when you go all the way back to Coach Holman's time, you were the first guy, I guess, if we're talking about committed, you were the first guy that sort of signed on to be a basketball player at Ohio State for Coach Holman. I mean, at this point, you probably know probably almost 8 or 10 years. How deep is that relationship from all the way from the recruiting process to now when you're seniors at this year?
No, yeah, I mean, it's been great. I've known him for about 8 years or so. So just over time, the relationship between me and Coach has definitely built up, and we've developed trust in each other. They're a special group. Their coaching staff's a special group. So I'm just blessed to still be here for another 5th year, and just kind of like EJ said, I'm hoping to be remembered as somebody people think about when you talk about Buckeye basketball. So just leaving our mark would be special for sure.
I'm sorry.
Can I get a picture?
Halfway through the season, that was his first day of the year. Just to be able to watch
Being back in this arena, Indy, Big Ten, make you excited for the season, seeing all these seats that can be filled soon?
Yeah. This is the first day we practiced like on our practice floor, and I'm really excited about that.
Coach Holman talked about the non-conference game. I'm not sure if you guys touched on it yet. He said this is the hardest non-conference schedule he's faced in his career. Can you guys attest to that?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. We kind of talked about that a little bit earlier, to where we're super excited about it, just because the more competitive games we can have, the better. It's going to make us better. We look forward to a challenge, and we're playing a lot of great teams. So I think we're both super excited about that.
And then sticking in the conference, is there any games that circle more than usual, like maybe Purdue, Michigan State? Like, are there any teams that you guys are really looking forward to playing?
Not really. How good the Big Ten is, so one game at a time. You can't take anyone lightly. Take everybody the same level of seriousness. So.
Not sure anybody did this last year. I think counting it up, you beat all 13 teams with Minnesota and Purdue in the tournament, who you hadn't beaten, I think, during the season. Just any pride in that you can look all of these people in the eye and know you got the better of them last year at some point.
I mean, last year is last year, so I mean, we're focused on this year. A little bit of bragging rights, but we got to worry about this year.
EJ, Hunter Dickinson was saying a little earlier that you guys spent some time together at the G League Combine this summer. Can you speak to your relationship with him a little bit?
Like I said, I really didn't. I wasn't a big fan of Hunter before we met because, he's with the team I won't say the name of, but Yeah, I mean, we was together on the team at the G League Combine. Got to sit down, have a couple meals together. Just was hanging out. Got to know him as a person, and yeah, he's a really cool dude.
And sometimes you play the 5 in small ball lineups. What's your approach to guarding a player like him or another big in the conference?
I mean, obviously, I give up a lot of height in those matchups. Like, he's like 7'2", I think, something like that. I just give up a lot of height in that, so I got to use my quickness, my lateral quickness, and just my versatility to outplay them in situations like that.
All right, thanks.
Are you seeing instances early in preseason where Joey Brunk is going to help in that situation, and you foresee him having a regular type role? I know he's coming off an injury year, so a little bit of question, but I don't know. What's your thought? Is he going to be guarding the 5 a good amount of time, you think, or?
Yeah, no doubt. I think early on we've been able to tell, Joey's a fantastic player. He plays hard both defensively and offensively, and I think he'll fit well in our system. Especially, like EJ was saying, we were undersized last year a lot of the time. So having, him and then Zed come in to be able to guard those bigger guys is definitely, lift a little bit of that weight off our shoulders, but will help us for sure.
Are you seeing where Zed and Michi and Eugene have grown, having that 1 year under their belt already? Just what's your thought about what those 3 guys might be able to help you with this year?
Those guys, you could definitely see it. Just from year 1 to year 2, just that them learning the system, all the little details and things, because we know how hard you have to play in Big Ten, and for them to experience that, you can see it. You can just see Zed playing smarter instead of more physical. Like I take a charge on him once in a while because he likes to back people down the post pretty hard. But yeah, just Michi learning from the upperclassmen like CJ and Dwayne. He takes his time now, slows down a little bit. But yeah, they're still learning, and I am too. Kyle's still learning. So those guys just having a year under that belt really helps.
Do you guys ever participate in Jimmy's TikToks?
Yes.
Yeah. What's their favorite TikTok or dance that you guys like?
No, we'll just see it one day. Be like, do you want to do it? I'm like, sure. That's
He's got a big following. Do you guys have big followings on TikTok?
I don't got any followers on TikTok.
Not as much as him.
I don't post as much either.
He said that he's taking that as an advantage for NIL. How have you guys both taken advantage of the NIL? And do you have any deals coming up or anything that you guys are doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think NIL is fantastic. It's allowing athletes just to benefit off of something that we haven't been able to in a long time. So for me, I signed with a local marketing team in Columbus, NIL management, and they've helped me just start looking at some deals, stuff like for the season and upcoming stuff as well. Hopefully have some merch coming out soon. So it's been fun. It's just something new. It's brand new for everybody, which is interesting. People are still trying to figure it out, but yeah, it's been fun.
I've just been taking my time with it, honestly. I'm a basketball player, so I'm not really worried about deals and stuff now. More deals will come as I produce on the floor, but I have my marketing agent and all that. So,
are there any specific deals you guys want to work with, like Chipotle or a big brand like that?
If I were to pick one, it would be Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm a big fan of Buffalo Wild Wings.
What's your go-to flavor?
Wild. Yeah, I like hot stuff. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my favorite days of the week.
Why is that?
Buy one, get one free.
Kyle, any for you?
No, I don't have any specifics, to be honest. Like you said, whatever comes our way, we'd be happy to work with.
How good is it that Ohio State has embraced this? I think you can buy a jersey, a customized jersey that has your number and your name, and you guys will benefit from that. Just that's got to be kind of a neat thing, I guess, that your persona is going to generate that type of revenue.
Yeah, that's tough. I would like to see people with my jersey on, and just the benefit off it is just like it's pretty cool.
Coach talked earlier that Cedric still needs to learn, that he's adjusting to the competition level, playing with you guys, because he played at Louisiana before. What have you guys seen from Cedric alone?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's been good. It'll be important this preseason. I think that's for everybody, especially early on, like preseason. I think we're all still, coming off of a long off season and where we weren't able to work with each other that much. I think we're all still kind of, trying to get back into rhythm a little bit, get our feet under us. But, we're seeing a lot of good things from him. We're super excited and, happy he's with us. But yeah, I would agree that, I think everybody's got a few steps to take before the season starts for real.
What should Buckeye fans expect from the Ohio State backcourt alone, and like what they're going to bring? Because obviously you lost CJ and Wayne decided to draft professionals.
We got a lot of different guards. I mean, we do a lot of different things. People brings a lot to the table. Jamari's a pretty good defensive asset. Cedric's a bucket getter. Michi's a bucket getter, as well as Jimmy. So, I mean, you'll see a lot of different play styles from all of the guards, but I feel like we've been in good hands, honestly.
What have you seen from Kalen? I know he's going to be redshirted this year. What has he shown to you guys for the future of Ohio State?
He's really raw in talent. I mean, you guys probably seen some of his summer league highlights and whatnot, but he's really raw in talent. I feel like learning from him will help him out a lot. So.
Do you feel like you guys have kind of been like a mentor, leader to the younger guys, and how have you taken that role?
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed it with him, and that's something like we were talking about with my leadership as well. I'm trying to take that step into bringing the younger guys along. Just noticing like it's stuff we've been through before, whether that's in practice or not. We always try to take them to the side or talk to them when we can, to let them know like it's all normal. Like we went through the same thing. Like just stick with it, whatever it may be. But yeah, I think just him hearing from us, because I know when I was younger it was the same thing. Just hearing from the older guys like Jay Sean and Kata really helped me take that next step into developing into my career at Ohio State. So yeah.
Talk about the older guys. This summer we saw on social media that D'Angelo Russell came back, Evan Turner was back, a lot of those alum. How was that experience?
Oh, that was cool. That was cool. D'Lo, he probably be one of the best pump fakes I've ever seen in my life. I still think he traveled. I don't know. But just playing with those guys, learning from those guys, like playing against guys in my position like Jay Sean Tate, Kata Bates, just all those guys coming back and really like showing how connected they are to the program means a lot, because I want to be one of those guys on the team.
A lot of people on social media comment like, "Oh my God, this is awesome! This shows how tight the brotherhood is." Does that come from Coach Holder, or does that come from you guys?
I think it's both, and then it's from those older guys as well. Like they really do think it's like they feel as if it's a family, culture, family environment. They love coming back because of how much they love Ohio State, and they want to give back to us, which means the world to us, and we love it as well. And Coach Holtman's done a good job, instilling that since he's got here. And then all we have to do is just lead by example. So yeah, it's been good.
Family Day, we just saw on social media as well. How was that? It looked like all the little kids came, gave you guys little gifts. Do you guys keep those pictures?
Oh yeah, for sure. I have it in my room right now, because Coach Holtman's daughter drew one up, and that was pretty cool. I was also excited about the cookies that were in the bag. So.
Yeah, we saw Coach Holtman post on Twitter like a picture of all these little kids like crying and screaming in the photo. Have you guys made him up his social media game at all?
I think he's done that by himself. He's been coming up with some top tier content. So
yeah, he's been posting in front of the jet. We saw that.
Yeah, him looking at his phone.
Yeah, looking at his shoes and everything like that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Have you guys kept in touch with CJ and Dwayne so far?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We just talked to Dwayne probably
a few hours ago.
Yeah, a few hours ago. Yeah, but talked to CJ about his process going overseas and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that kind of say about the brotherhood that is kind of here at Ohio State?
I mean, last year's team and the team before that, I feel like I built a strong bond with everybody, and I keep in contact with everyone. So just the Buckeye organization, and just bringing in the right guys, I feel like that helps with the bond.
DJ, cover Illinois. Keith Randolph had a pretty good game last week. I know you guys are boys. Is there any message you have for Keith?
That was the worst run off an interception I've ever seen in my life. He got the interception and literally tried to hurdle somebody, but then tried to land on his feet. But I'm happy he's having a really good season. He had a little injury, but talk to him every day. But yeah, he has no lateral quickness at all.
I think it bodes really well, because when you're a 10 seed, people don't give you a chance to win the